Hi YouTube, it's Laney, and I'm here today with my Throwback 30 Project Pan update. This was created by Jessica Lee. I will link her down below, and it's also being done in conjunction with the PANtastic ladies, who will also be linked down below. The idea behind this is because the PANtastic ladies create so many wonderful and interesting project pans, it's basically impossible to do them all. So the idea behind this one is to get a taste of at least 30 of them. I last updated this in December, so I'm not horribly off, at least not as much as last time. But I do have 6 empties / goals met. I will go over those real quick, and then I will go over the progress I have on everything else. So, let's see. Starting from the top, for 50 Shades of Purple, I have the Elemis Peptide 4-Eye Recovery Cream. I finished this at the end of 2023. I didn't cut it open, sadly, but I was ready to move on to a different eye cream at that point. It was up to here last time, but now it is finished. I'm sure y'all can see / hear my cat. I'm trying to at least get her to not show her butt to the entire world. Good luck to me. Next, for, what was this? Half of Day of the Dead. For skull and bone shaped items, a bone shade eyeshadow or an item with a skull on the imprint, I chose something more bone colored. It was from the Lorac Mega Pro 2, the shade Porcelain. Here's what it looked like last time. There wasn't much left, and I did manage to finish that. What are you doing? Oh, she's going to go sit up there. Alright, so next for Drop 10 by Summer, I had the Hempz Lemon Blueberry Tart Shea Sugar Scrub. This was a summer release. It weighed 260.6 grams last time. Just the packaging weighs 63.7. It is done. It does smell very good, but it is a little bit cloying. Like it gets to be a lot when using it. Something I actually finished this year for, it's Panning Cats and Dogs for German Shepherd. A guard dog or protector, an item that protects your makeup, SPF, primer, setting spray, etc. I chose the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. This is just a little mini you can buy. It started up here, and it is now, if I can unscrew it, done. Not my favorite primer in the world, but overall I did enjoy it, which is good because I have a full size that I either purchased or I got as a freebie or something. I don't know. I have a full size of this that I need to go through at some point is what I'm saying. So I'm glad that I didn't hate it. I know, what a great recommendation. I didn't hate it, so I guess I'll use it up. Alright, next for Nightmare Before Christmas, I had the Zainey Body Spray in Certain Rules. I also finished this year. When I started it, it was up to here, and now it is empty. The notes were buttered popcorn, peppermint, and chocolate. It was based off of the Scream franchise. I'm not in love with chocolate scents, but it was fine. Let's see. For the final one, before I get into what I'm working on, for Size Matters, this was an old Pan That Palette theme for large palettes, so I chose something out of a large palette. Lorac Mega Pro 2, actually. I wanted to hit pan on the shade Tawny, and I kind of had a fleck of pan showing last time, but I decided to keep using it, and I did hit like proper pan on it. So that for this project is now done. And now starting at the top with stuff that I have worked on. Oh, I have finished one other thing, but I'm just going to insert a picture of it because I forgot it and I don't want to go back and grab it again. For 50 Shades of Yellow, I finished my Skylar Vanilla Sky Rollerball. Picture here. There you go. But next, for Budget Beauty, I'm working on this Makeup Academy Blusher in Candyfloss. I have not used this a lot. Here's what it looked like last time. It was a little bit loose because I dropped my caboodle like the day of filming. This is what it looks like now. I have expanded the pan slightly, but I did repress everything that I could back in here. But it more like pressed crumbles on top of stuff, and I used up what I could, so. Working on that. I wanted to finish this. I have no idea if that's going to happen. Probably not, but we'll see. Next for color pan, this is Colourpop based products. I chose the Colourpop Supershock eyeshadow in mixtape. If I have a picture, here's what it looked like last time. This is what it looks like today. This is one that is trying to dry out and crumble up on me, but I'm using it up to the best of my ability. It went from 18 grams to 17.9, so it did lose weight. Speaking of Day of the Dead, for the other, because it's like a two-part prompt, that's what they all are. Highlight, the deceased person's favorite thing, a highlighter. I chose the Lorac Regular Pro to eyeshadow in beige. Here's what it looked like last time. And here it is today. I have expanded the pan by a good bit. I'm hoping to finish this in the next month or two. I do use this also usually as a face highlighter. I'm not wearing it today. I decided to wear something else, both on my face and in my inner corner. But on most days, I am wearing this and it's doing double duty. I keep doing this. Another thing that I'm gonna have to insert, but I finished this. So for Disney Princess Aurora, I finished the Hempz Sweet Jasmine and Rose Lotion. It was just a little mini, but I did manage to finish that up. I hate that I do that. I thought I had everything, and apparently I blanked on a couple of things because my empties for the new year, bye Beals, are not in here. They are in my bathroom. So, I'm doing my best here, guys. Next, for Golden Girls, I chose Sophia, a sample-sized product or an older product in your collection. I went with older. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Lip Liner in Borderline. I've just started using this. I think I've only used it 4 times, but I did have to sharpen it, so paper progress for you guys over here. So I'm hoping that I can finish this by the end. I'm going to be cutting it close because it is a long liner, but it does, I mean, in 4 uses, I got that much progress. So I'm hopeful, you know. Next is Happy Hour Daiquiri, a fruit-themed item. I chose the Pharmacy Green Clean Very Cherry, oh no, it's not the Green Clean, it's the Pharmacy Very Cherry Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. So this is what it looks like. I have started using this again. Its weight went from, at the beginning, it was 143.1 grams. Now it's 141.2. I've still got plenty to go. I really only use this to remove my eye makeup, so I don't use a lot of it at once. Because I prefer to use a micellar water on my face. I don't like the feeling of like super greasy things on my face because I have oily skin, and that just reminds me of being super oily and greasy, and it's just a feeling on my face thing. Next, for I Heart the 90s, I chose The Simpsons, a yellow product or packaging, and I have the La Palette Beauty Vita Yellow Double C Serum. Last time we were here, now we're down to here. I do suspect that I will finish this in the next month. Next, for lip service, I did manage to find this. It was hidden in a suitcase. For the Avant Hyaluronic Lactic Vitamin B3 Mint Hyaluronic Acid Replenishing Lip Serum. I don't think this does anything. Here are my progress marks. I might honestly see how this works on my face, because I don't seem to remember to use this on my lips very much, and I don't love it on my lips when I do. So I figure better to use it up somewhere and get it over with and get it out of my collection, because I don't think anybody else is going to want it, so I can't like declutter it to somebody. So yeah, figure out a way to use that up sooner rather than later. Next is Monochromatic Project Pan. I chose August Black, and I chose the Urban Decay eyeliner in 0. This was just a half size. Here's what it currently looks like, and I will insert my paper progress over there. But this might be done in the next month. It might take me 2. I'm not totally sure. Just depends on how much I wear makeup, honestly. Next, for That's Expensive, I chose another Avant product. This is the Blue Volcanic Stone Purifying Antioxidant Cleansing Gel. I went from here to here. This doesn't have a ton left in it. Hopefully I can use it up in the next month. I might use it to wash my brushes once or twice to knock out that last little bit. It's not that I don't like this. I like it fine. I have something I really need to use up for 50 Shades of Yellow. That's ending in like 2 months now, so yeah, I need to speed things along with that. Next, for That's So 2000s, I chose One Piece, a never-ending product. And I chose the, what is this called? The Dirt Phobia Effectum D Solution Ampule Serum. I went from here to here. This one will probably take me another 2 months. I do have to put effort through how I get the product out, because if I squeeze this dropper too fast in it, it doesn't always suck up enough product. This time it did to make a liar out of me, but usually I have to do it slowly to get the proper amount up. So I have to be careful with that a little bit. Next for this is PANtastic, Loch Ness Monster, a product with an embossing or a raised imprint on it. The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop powder and translucent. Here is what it looked like last time. It got the brunt of a breaking, but I did use up all of those crumbs. I actually pressed them into the palette, not palette, but powder. Whew, and here's what it looks like now. Like there's barely anything left. I've mostly been using this to set my under eyes. I did use it to touch up my face just before I started filming. I feel like I'm looking a little ghostly with it, honestly, but yeah, I just need to repress it now that I filmed this and, what is it? Use the rest of it up. That's what I'm looking for. Next for Tiny Pans, another Pan That Palette theme. This one was for Tiny Pans. I chose the remaining shade I have in my little Coastal Scent Style Eyes eyeshadow sampler. Here is what it looked like last time. And here is all I have left now. That I think I can finish by the end of this month. That's probably like another 1 to 2 wears for me, honestly, because this isn't the most pigmented shadow. It's kind of old, so I have to kind of pile it on to make it really show up the way I want it to. So yeah, that should be done soon. And finally, for Women Who Rock and Frank, something that makes you feel brave. Red lips make me feel brave, so I chose the Ace Beauté Lip Liner in So Gorgeous. Now, if you remember this from Women Who Rock, I hate rolling this up and down because it takes forever, but I have good paper progress to show you over here. I'm glad that I'm finally wearing that because I was panning a clear lip liner and I was just using it for everything, but because that's now done, I'm back to wearing this with red lips, and that is a good thing. So hopefully I will actually manage to get it finished up for this project. So that is it, and goofs aside, I seem to have finished up 8 items in the past 2 months. And if I get this filmed in about a month's time, let's say, I should be able to finish 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 items, which I think is plenty. I have a couple of things I haven't started on yet, but most of those are minis. One thing is a lip gloss, but I'm not worried about that. But other than that, yeah, most of this stuff is looking pretty good. The only 2 items I'm really worried about are the blush and this, just because this, there's just so much of it. Because it's a full size, like 3.4 ounces. I think that, yeah, it's 100 milliliters, so it's still a lot of product to go in there. And a blush is a blush. Other than that, though, and if I probably start using this on my face, let's be real. Other than those 2, though, I think I have at least a shot at finishing everything else. So, yay. So, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it. Europa seems to appreciate it, too, because she runs in here every time I film. Even though sometimes she just stares at the wall. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. Bye!